If you're ready to build your Zen, you don't need a massive estate in Kyoto to make it happen. Today, I'm sharing 10 minimalist Japanese garden ideas for tiny spaces that will transform even the most cramped balcony or concrete corner into a true sanctuary. In Japanese design, the most important element isn't what you add, it's what you leave out. It's called ma, or the art of the pause, and it's the secret to making a small space feel infinitely large and peaceful. You don't need a backyard. You just need a little intentionality. Let's start with the foundation of any dry garden. Idea number 1 is the foundation of Zen, the Karesansui or dry landscape garden. You probably know this as a Zen rock garden. You don't need a backyard for this. You need a shallow container. A wide, low terracotta dish or even a custom-built wooden box works perfectly on a balcony table. Fill it with fine gravel or coarse sand. Place 1, 3, or 5 rocks, always odd numbers, in an asymmetrical pattern. The act of raking the gravel into patterns isn't just maintenance, it is a meditative practice. It's the ultimate minimalist statement for the smallest of spaces. Idea number 2 utilizes a dimension we often forget in small spaces, the vertical. Moss is essential to the Japanese aesthetic. It represents age and stillness. But growing real moss can be tricky on a sunny balcony. Instead, create or buy a framed moss wall using preserved moss. It requires zero watering but gives you that lush, deep green texture. Frame it in dark, burnt wood, known as shosugi-ban, and hang it on your wall like a living painting. It draws the eye up and adds soft texture without taking up any floor space. Water represents purity and life. We can't do a pond, but we can do a tsukubai. Traditionally, this is a basin for ritual cleansing before a tea ceremony. For us, it's a small stone or concrete bowl. You can add a small hidden pump to recirculate water, or simply have a bamboo spout or keiki slowly dripping into it. In a tiny space, the sound of the water is more important than the visual. That gentle drip drop is incredibly grounding and helps mask urban noise. Instead of a cluttered collection of small potted plants, choose one magnificent hero tree. In Japanese gardening, trees are often styled through pruning, called nawaki, to look older and more weathered than they are. For a balcony, a Japanese maple or acer palmatum in a large, frost-proof pot is stunning. Choose one with an interesting trunk shape. Let this single tree be the undisputed king of the space. Remember Ma, give it room so its silhouette stands out against the wall. Idea 5 is Nobuden or stepping stones. This is about slowing down your pace. By placing flat stones slightly irregularly in a bed of gravel, you force the visitor, even if it's just your eyes, to slow down and pay attention to the path. Create a micro path leading to a focal point in the corner of your patio. It creates an illusion of depth and suggests a larger landscape beyond. Small urban spaces often suffer from ugly views or lack of privacy. Bamboo is the answer. It's inexpensive, sustainable, and instantly adds a Japanese feel. Use rolled bamboo fencing to cover up unsightly railings, concrete walls, or neighbor siding. Not only does it provide a neutral, natural backdrop for your plants, but the vertical lines of the bamboo also help a small space feel taller. This idea is inspired by the tokonoma, an indoor alcove for displaying art. We can adapt this for a tiny patio wall, or even an indoor corner. Create a shadow box. It's a dedicated, perhaps slightly recessed or framed area. Keep the background dark or neutral. Inside, place just 2 or 3 items of high contrast. A white weathered stone, a piece of driftwood, or a single ikebana-style flower vase. It turns a dead wall into a meditative focal point. Corners are often wasted space. Transform a dead corner into a dry riverbed. Use river stones of various sizes, larger ones on the banks and smaller pebbles in the stream. Arrange them to look like water once flowed there and has just dried up. Curve the design so it disappears behind a larger pot or stretches out of sight. This adds dynamic energy and movement to a static square space. No Japanese garden is complete without a lantern or ishidoro. Originally used to light temple paths, they now symbolize enlightenment. In a tiny space, you don't want a giant pagoda. Look for small, rustic okigata-style lanterns. These are small, squat lanterns often placed directly on rocks or gravel, usually near water. Don't center it. Place it asymmetrically, half hidden by your statement tree or near your water bowl. A warm LED candle inside at dusk creates instant magic. And finally, idea number 10 is Shakkei, or borrowed scenery. The masters would design gardens to incorporate a distant mountain into the background view. You might not have a mountain. You might have a neighbor's brick wall. But look closely. Is there a nice tree top 3 houses down? A patch of sky? Use your bamboo screening or tall plants to frame out the ugly stuff and capture only the beautiful element in the distance, making it feel like part of your garden. If you have no view, borrow light by placing a mirror behind some bamboo to reflect the sky and greenery. The most important thing to remember is that a Japanese garden is never truly finished. It evolves just like nature. Don't try to do all 10 of these ideas at once. Start with one. Maybe just clear a corner and put down a beautiful pot with a maple tree. See how it changes the energy of the space. Building your Zen isn't about perfection. It's about intention. It's about creating a tiny anchor of calm in a chaotic world. Which of these ideas are you going to try in your small space? Let me know down in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more ways to bring peace into your home through design. Go build your sanctuary. I'll see you in the next video.